I don't know, like the second button just randomly comes up. But you know what? It says right here, we are starting. We are starting. And frames are being detected and dropped and chaos is ensuing.
Perfect.
The tools have arrived on the internet to F things up.
Over
But
here.
at least you have some cheese. So that's good. Yeah, baby. The long stick of cheese. Nice. All right, receiving your content. You are live. You are live in the house. And no one else is here. But that's not, you know what? We're here. And that's what's important. What's
Using
up,
a
party
new
people?
Tool this week.
No way, not me, baby. This is, here, let me, hold on. Let me see this. We're here. And that's what's important. All right, I don't even know if they can hear the music. I don't even know. You know what, though? Let's just pretend they're hearing all the awesomeness, all the amazingness, and let's get this party started. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tool Show! I really gave it my all this time. I'm going to give everybody their money's worth this week. What is up? What is up? Welcome to the Tool Show, people. My name is Sage. And that's not Sage. That's the other tool. My man, Greg. We're the tools. We are here to waste a half hour of your life that you'll never get back. But you know what? What were you doing anyways? What is up, Piano Wall? Moved. Piano Wall has moved and is now here. Has Piano Wall moved into the internet? You know, if anybody could do it, I think it would be Piano Wall.
Yeah, they're living in the internet.
I think she just like went into the stars, did something with like some sort of black matter, vortexy black hole, and right in. Like Neo of the Matrix. She's in. She's in.
Then
What's up, Piano Wall? It is great. It is great to see you all here. Welcome to the Tools. This is a half hour about roughly, you know, but nobody's really watching. I mean, really, we could do this all day, but for your sake and soul, we don't. Where we talk generally roughly about marketing, or pretend we do.
what are we going to talk about today?
Marketing, Greg.
Oh,
So
good.
glad you're asked.
Good.
Today we're going to,
When are we going to do that?
and probably never, but we are going to bash someone
Are
to
we?
make us feel better about
be good.
our souls. HubSpot, people. HubSpot was in the news. You might be like, who the hell is HubSpot and why should I care? And we can tell by the people that are here. They're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I tried to tell people what we were talking about, but maybe they don't even care.
That would require them to read the email.
Oh,
that you
no,
sent
that
out.
would be no good. So HubSpot is, it says right here, you can see, inbound marketing and sales software.
All right.
You know what I love about that title? It doesn't mean anything. Inbound marketing. I mean, they made up that word, basically, which is cool. They like kind of branded inbound marketing. Inbound marketing. Oh, people are flooding in left and right. I knew they would come. What's up, party people?
Why don't you tell us what it's about?
Okay, what about inbound marketing or why we're beating up on HubSpot today?
Let's just. What is inbound marketing?
Oh.
What is HubSpot?
Okay.
And then why are we beating up?
Let's just set the stage. HubSpot is a very well-off company.
Wow,
They
you managed to do that again.
I pressed the button. Yes, hold on. Wait, I want to show you here. Based in Cambridge, Massachusetts. That's right, and develops and markets a software product for inbound marketing. It was formed by these people. It's raised more than $100 million in funding from those people. The company advocates for inbound marketing, which nobody is telling you. Anyways.
Publicly
So,
traded.
Publicly traded. Multi-million-dollar company. The last I heard, they have something like 500 salespeople. 500 salespeople. Perhaps you have even gotten a call after opening an email from HubSpot. Perhaps. Inbound marketing is basically search engine optimization. They're trying to productize search engine optimization, meaning inbound is like compelling people to come into your site. The Amazing Tool Show itself is a form of inbound marketing. We have cajoled or tricked or manipulated you people into thinking that you should come here. And we have inbounded you to this half hour. And you're going to stick around because you're going to be like, what the hell are they talking about? Who are these insane people? And are they ever going to talk about marketing? Yes. Oh, you moved to a new apartment in a new universe, an apartment in another universe. Yes, you're just down playing a piano wall. I know, yo. Are you still in California? Because that's awesome. Anyways, I don't know why this is making me itchy. But so, they are inbound marketing specialists that basically helping people to bring people into your website. In a nutshell, what they really are is a software company, which they have a blogging platform. They have an email marketing platform. I think they send out emails. I think. A customer relationship management tool, which we in the business like to call a CRM. CRM. That's right. Just call it CRM. Don't call it CRM. Don't. Any of those. Anyways. It's all mixed together in one spot of goodness, and it is meant to help you get traffic from the web, get people to fill out your forms, move them into your contact manager, and then buddy boom, buddy bing, sell them crap. Is that pretty good?
That was pretty good.
Okay, good. So the exciting drama
How
of...
much does HubSpot cost?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. The number one question. How much does HubSpot cost? Here it is. It's right here. Here's the pricing. So this is 200 entry level $200. For that, you can
Billed
have.
annually.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's true. And may I say that there is a required onboarding of $600. So you're not just paying $200 annually times 12. You carry the $2,400. You then have to pay then the $600 onboarding fee. Onboarding. And for that, you get to have 100 contacts in your contact manager. 100. Now, that means you could email 100 people. You could look at 100 people. But you'll notice right here, their most popular option is $800 with a required onboarding of $3,000. And then you get 1,000 contacts. 1,000.
How many contacts do we have?
I send this email out to 4,000. So we would have to move over to the enterprise version.
Wow.
Enterprise.
That must mean we're doing well.
We're killing it. We would go broke if we used that. Yes.
Now, technically, we could pay $50 more for every 1,000.
That's true.
So it
So,
could be up to, like,
another 200,
1,200.
1,200, save some money. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You're still in Southern SoCal. SoCal, they call it. Not even Southern SoCal. I think that's Tijuana, Southern SoCal. Is that what they call it these days? That's awesome. I am so envious.
So that's pretty expensive.
A lot of money, I think. But the benefit is it's all in one package. And what they really do is they convince you that this is pretty much, you pay this and the leads are going to flood in, really. No. I mean, the key is you have to create the content.
So I still have to do work after paying.
You have to do a shit ton of work, which they don't talk a lot about. But
could I just like get a WordPress blog?
Yes.
Like a free MailChimp account?
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
and
do they have
free.
any special powers?
No special powers except the 500 salespeople.
Do they do anything for me?
They onboard you.
Good.
And then they leave you the hell alone.
That's good.
Yeah. So I've never been a huge HubSpot fan.
What if I decide to leave?
All content gone.
What?
Content gone.
Like if I don't-
Gone.
if I'm just like, oh.
I don't know. Maybe you can export it. I don't know. But if you use their domain, gone. A
Okay.
lot of people don't even use the HubSpot content manager once they figure it out.
Oh.
They'll just go ahead and use WordPress. So now they're paying for,
Some things.
a form maybe, a form.
Well, now that we've covered the good
Yeah,
parts,
that's right.
what might be a little controversial that came out?
So if you go to the Google and you type in HubSpot, and it's down a little bit now. Actually, it's interesting. Twitter is now on the desktop version. Pretty cool. Anyways, this is in the news from one day ago. This old guy joined a tech startup, and you won't believe what happened next. It's pretty catchy. It says right here, the orange penises are a bad omen. It is April 15, 2013, Dan Lyons' first day at HubSpot, a digital marketing company based in Cambridge. A lot of hype and a decent chance of going public. A journalist by trade. Lyons has recently been laid off by Newsweek, and after the blogging incident is joining HubSpot in hopes of cashing in on the startup gold. But at least it's academic sounding. Lyons was pleasantly surprised by his interviews with these people, with a guy by the name of Cranium and its founders, MIT graduate, these guys. But now it's the big day, and Lyons will find himself waiting at HubSpot front desk while baby-faced receptionist makes calls. Anyways, he...
It's a good article. You should read it.
Yeah, good. He gets laid off, I think, or pushed out. He's an older guy.
He's an older guy.
In his 50s.
And he joined HubSpot.
52.
And found that basically everybody that works there is like fresh out of college, young people, it's just young tech startup people. And then the founder actually came out and said, I don't want that to change. I've worked really hard to get these young people in here and doing this. And, the reasons are they're cheap.
They're cheap. Yeah.
They're inexperienced, so they can mold them any way they want.
Yeah.
And
they're cheap.
I
think that's a big one.
But he basically said he didn't like older employees, and Dan Lyons was like, man, look, I felt like I was in a frat house. It was it was like, bro.
There's a nap room.
Yeah.
You can take naps.
Yeah. And so
they're drinking beer, they were calling people.
Super ageist.
Yeah.
And so he was originally a journalist.
Yeah.
And then he left HubSpot. I don't remember if he got fired.
Yeah.
I think he just left because he didn't like it.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
And then he said that he was going to write a book.
That's right.
Basically explaining his experience at HubSpot and how he was left out of stuff, how they felt like old people can't learn how to can't learn how to program, and he's like, what the hell are you talking about?
It's ridiculous.
And so he let them know that he was going to write a book about this, and they went and tried to hack
to steal his manuscript.
To find out how damning it was going to be.
Yeah.
So then the FBI got called in.
Yeah.
And
that's where we're at right now.
That's where we're at right now.
And I will say he is, I think he's telling his side of the story, but it's not inconsequential that he's going to be publishing a book. Mm-hmm. And this is some really great publicity.
Great publicity for him, obviously.
Yeah. But also, I think valuable to realize that this kind of crap is going on.
True.
There's also no black people there that they can find.
Right, and disproportionate male to female ratio.
And there are females there, but not in higher executive positions.
Right. And so it's just kind of a mess. I mean, not only is it illegal, I mean, you're not allowed to hire or not hire someone based on their age.
And that guy was basically saying, it would be like, I try not to hire black people.
Right.
It was really white people.
Right.
Because I like white people.
Yeah. Well, I think it's interesting. This is this is disruptive. It's obviously great PR for his book. I wouldn't mind reading it.
Yeah, right. I'd like to check it out. He's probably, he's an editor at Newsweek, probably a good writer.
But it also has real world consequences. And I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's telling older, more experienced people that they're not welcome in tech.
Yeah.
It's telling women that they're not equal
in
tech. And then by him releasing this book, the day before this book came out, one of the lead investors, stock investors, sold so much of his shares.
Really? He dumped his stock.
He dumped.
Really?
And so, it has an effect on that as well.
Yeah.
And so, I think it is kind of a throwback, right?
Yeah.
Now, the FBI is investigating HubSpot because HubSpot tried to steal the manuscript off of his computer by hacking into it.
Yeah.
So it's, these things affect people, though. Like tech is all like, hey, we're hip and moving forward and blah, 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 and then in reality, you peel back the curtain a little bit and you're just like, really? Is that moving forward?
Yeah. So what I think that is happening here is now it's like politically correct to not discriminate against African Americans, not discriminate against black people, but old people, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're stupid.
Old.
No, he's in his 50s. Yeah, I know.
Early 50s.
Yeah. So I feel like this is something that we have to be aware of because it is beneficial to companies to hire people fresh out of college because they're cheap and moldable. So like this guy might actually command a salary worth paying.
Right.
But they're like, you know what? I just need butts and chairs. And, I can probably get 3 people for him. And I can abuse these people and be mean to them probably and, grind them out, burn them out and get them out of here. They'll work super long hours, and they don't have like families and they don't really have social lives. This is their social life. So it is something that I think we need to be aware of. And I think that like the power we have is not supporting companies that are asshats and racist or not whatever. I mean, whatever. Like, if they're not supporting people, if they're obviously being, some sort of steering of their culture against certain kinds of people, I think we should go against it. There was an article actually in, I think it was at North Carolina, that is trying to pass a bill, a discrimination, it amounts to a discrimination bill for gay people, like, and there are companies now that are
threatening to
pulling out of jobs. There was like, there was a company with company 400 people. I'm gonna see if I can find it here. So check this out. So here, PayPal cancels plan. Check it out. To hire 400 people in North Carolina to protest the LGBT law. And so, and then there's some movie studios that were saying that they would go there, and they're probably not going to do it. So, I think that this is a powerful way of protest. Is to, like, we're such a capitalist society that it's basically the only thing that matters in that people care about in higher up positions. So, I think there's a solution better than HubSpot that is much cheaper. So so do we have time? Can I talk about it?
Go ahead, man.
Okay, cool. So I will say,
so she's like, she wants experts.
Yeah.
And I would argue that, not against that, but I would argue that companies like that put themselves forth as if they are experts. And no doubt HubSpot has some very smart people working there and, very talented people. But everybody's going to tell you're getting an expert. Like when you call in, you're like, oh yeah, we have experts.
I mean, they say it all the time.
And then now you get like Jim.
Yeah.
Like it's like his second week there, and he's like, keywords.
Yeah, and I gotta say, you see it in every major agency.
Oh yeah.
Like you go to any agency that has like 100 people or 50 people, and it's just filled with college graduates.
For sure.
Agency jobs typically pay less than if you were in-house. And it's just because these people need jobs, and they want a place that looks cool to work.
Well, I know of an agency where I have a friend who works at an agency.
Yeah.
And do you know what he does at this agency?
I do not know.
He is a custom programmer.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Makes custom programs.
Yep, he's a programmer.
Okay.
Except I can code more than he can.
Really?
And I am not a programmer.
Yeah, you would not.
I mean, he's smart. He's learning, whatever.
But
he's been there for 4, 5, 6 years now.
And his title is programmer?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, titles are
he's
bullcrap.
teaching himself, like, as he goes along.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
Well, that's what happens is they throw these people into these positions with no training.
Sure. And now, I mean, but now you go in and like you sit down at a meeting, you don't know. And
yeah, how do you know?
Here's our programmer. He's been with us for 5 years.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
At least with an attorney, like a lawyer, you know that you could ask for their credentials. Mm-hmm. Did you go to law school? Did you pass the bar? In this stuff, there's no licensing. There's no testing. They're just like, I mean, like, yeah, I'm a PHP programmer. Because what? I took a class?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like that.
Yeah.
And it's all this facade.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crap. So
is there a better solution?
Okay,
than HubSpot?
yeah. So I will say, here is a little plug, I'll just really quickly, and I put the link to it. I'll put it one more time. So this is called Total Site in a Box, and it starts next week if you want. I mean, it'll be ongoing, but we'll be doing live classes. So this is $99, and then after the first 3 months, you pay $9 hosting. And it includes your domain name. And it includes everything that would come in HubSpot. This is like my ideal thing. So you get WordPress, you get a domain name, 3 months of hosting, and then $9 a month. I set up a Gmail account. I like to have a dedicated account for like logging into stuff because if other people can access it, I don't recommend using your personal account for this stuff. I'll set up MailChimp. SumoMe is a lead generation tool. Jetpack gives you statistics. Yoast SEO gets your site all SEO. Akismet is a spam protection tool. Google Analytics sharing buttons. It's going to be mobile friendly. I do it all. The whole class actually starts with you building content. I do all of this for you. So the class is then how are you going to make content and how are you going to fill that in? That's what basically it's HubSpot. I mean, with a bunch of tools jacked together, but not $200 a month. I mean, it's $9 a month for hosting. And quite honestly, if you don't like the $9 a month, go somewhere else and host it. I mean, it's just WordPress. You export it and leave it. But that being said, and quite honestly, I will say this. I'm giving you all the tools that I use. If you're like, I don't want to pay $99 to you bums, just do this if you're like you want to do it yourself. They're all here. This is all the tools. Like I'm not doing anything magical. These are all tools that like are free, at least at the entry point, so you don't, if you're like, I don't want to pay $99, then fine. Just do exactly what I've got going on here. And then when you leave, you lose your content. If you're smart though, you'll keep a copy for yourself. That's right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's an export in HubSpot or not, but I mean, if you're using their domain, it just goes away. They're trying to keep you entwined. What we're talking about here is WordPress. It can export out to anything. But there's other people that have made articles about alternatives, HubSpot alternatives. So let's see if I can find one here. There's a guy that like HubSpot alternatives. So this guy right here, HubSpot will save over $9,000 with your own website. So this guy built out basically a recipe for the 5 components that you need to build HubSpot. So he comes in here. So you need a content manager, which is like a blogging system like WordPress. You need a lead capturing and lead nurturing tool. He recommends MailChimp. Which is what I'm doing. SEO and social tracking. He uses SEO Moz. I don't even know why he's doing that. Allows you to track your rankings. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, if you want to track rankings, I guess. I don't know really why you would. Analytics, but I mean, you certainly could. Google Analytics, that's for your tracking, using Google Analytics or Kissmetrics. Customer relationship management, they'd recommend Salesforce. I personally am just recommending managing all your contacts in MailChimp. If you want to export them out, because Salesforce is expensive. These things are expensive. So MailChimp is free. And there it is. So there you go. So this is that guy's article right there. So what I would recommend is save yourself thousands of dollars. Don't use HubSpot. We don't need to support bigots of any kind. I think you're going to be wasting money personally. So there you go. What else? Piano wall. Let's see. And when you leave, okay, I'd write it in somewhere else, then add it to the external source. Yeah, right on. There you go. So there you go. I'm a big believer in punching up. I like to beat up on big, powerful people because they deserve it, especially when they're being bad. Mm-hmm. I was gonna come up. I had like 6 swear words, and I'm like, I don't need to swear this time. No swearing.
There you go.
Want to look in the news? See if there's anything in the news.
There's nothing in the news.
There's nothing? Are you sure? Come on. Let's just look really quick. Oh, there is. Look at this. Etsy has just come up with its own new web service, an alternative to WordPress or Weebly or Wiblax or blah, blah. So I think that's kind of cool if you're an Etsy thing. I thought that was neat. No, that's it. There's nothing else. That's all I got. Anything else, Greg?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yep.
All right, party people. That's it. See, that wasn't too painful now, was it? That was good. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming to the Tools Show. Have a great week. Be kind to the world. Send out kind energy and love. It'll come back to you 3 times. I swear it will. And don't let those power brokers push you around. All right, everybody. Have a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye. You're the greatest, Heather. Thank you. I bet you didn't see I could see that. Bye.